If you see, the URL of the page is hidden. It is not showing you the URL. That's where we make a major difference. So it takes some time to log in because this firewall, it's a heavy firewall. It takes some time to log in, and once it is logged in, it is seamless. I mean, you can work as if you want. So you are connected, but without reading the URL. So you will have a dashboard wherein you can see accesses. So I can work here the way I want. I can click on host. I can click on config. I can go to administration. Everything is getting recorded, by the way. Each and every activity. We are one of those vendors who capture even mouse movement and mouse clicks. If I move the mouse on the session, still it gets recorded. Now I will log out and disconnect the session. This was from an internal user wherein you connect directly with a privileged account. Now I want to show you one more type of access which is based on approval. Okay, so if you are a vendor, if you are connecting from outside, of course, as an IT user, I don't want you to connect anytime whenever you want. Okay, I will give you local credentials. Local credentials means you will not have access to AD, you will have access only to the application, which will be validated from my local Bastion database. So I will log in as vendor 1. Now I will put my credentials to log in. As soon as I log in, I will get access to my server. But when I try to access my server, you will notice I will not be able to access it directly. So I see two accesses here. So 1 and 2. So let's say I want to access this server. Now, if I click connect, let's see what happens. It says you must mandatorily need approval to connect. So I will just write the reason why I need access need for upgrade activity. Okay. I will select the hours. I can modify it if I want. Let's say I want to 2 hours access. I will click on validate. Now the request, it will check who is the approver and it will send approval request sent successfully. Now from the browser, I can log in as an approver. From the Bastion, I will log in as approver. Whoever is the approver, who he will log in from his browser, he will get an email notification. He will log into the system. If you see, he has one notification here. You can click on the menu. Now it says that vendor 1 requested this privilege account on this server and he need access for 2 hours. Okay, you can actually reduce. Let's see, if you feel that the work what he has upgrade work is not necessary for 2 hours, so you can reduce it to 1 hour. Okay, and you can click on approve or reject, whatever you prefer. And if you have multiple approver, you can notify other approvers that you have approved it. So let's see, I click on approve. Okay, so I have to write the reason. Okay, access granted for 1 hour. So I write the reason. Without writing the reason, I cannot approve it, because as an approver, I need to write why I approve it. So I will approve it. Once I approve it, approval is done. Now I will go back to my screen. This was the screen, right? Approval is pending. Now if I reopen the session, let's see what happens. It's giving me a warning screen. I will say okay. It says your session will close at 1:38. So my local time is 12:38. So 1:38, I'm based in Dubai. So 1:38 it will close. So after, I need to make sure that I have 1 hour in my activity time and I complete everything in 1 hour. Okay. So I'm connected with a privilege account based on approval. So this is called as time-based access, scheduled access, which has inbuilt in PAM solution. So it's trying to give me single sign-on without asking me privilege credentials. It's trying to connect. Okay, I'm connected. Now if you see here, still I cannot execute basic operations like, if the vendor wants to see task manager, what is running here. Okay, he's not able to run. The process task manager was interrupted in accordance with security policies. That means the vendor is accessing a privilege account, but with controlled access, limited access, least privilege. That's where we bring in zero trust into picture. Now I will disconnect. Now, I will show you one method which is very exceptional, and a lot of people from our from around the world really like it. There are always people in the organization who don't like to connect from the browser. They say, earlier I used to connect from RDP. Right now, I should not go to the browser. It is you give me a way wherein I can connect in the same way without changing my work method. I get PAM access. So what we do is we close all this browser right now at the moment. I will log out. I will close all the browser and I will show you PAM access based on native tools. So I minimize this. I minimize this. Now, this is my laptop. Now I will open MSTSC, which is my RDP. This is my local client. Okay. And I type the Bastion IP. I have a Bastion. I will try to connect Bastion on 3389. As soon as I connect, it asks me credentials. So let's say if I type S Willis, which is my user, I will type the same credential which I typed on the browser. I type the correct password. As soon as I type the correct password, I have all the privilege accounts which I see. Now anything what I wish to connect, it is just a click away. With the native tool, I'm not using anything on the browser. If you see, I'm still in the RDP. I connect, click OK, I'm connected. It cannot be more seamless like than this, because the native tools are the most stable tools. These are provided by Windows. I am not using anything which is provided by PAM. I am using your own tools to give you control and access through our Wallix privilege access management system. Now I'm connected. Again, I wish to open a notepad. For instance, I close it. I'm trying to make some activity. That's it. Now you can see the work is seamless. Now I open, let's say, a CMD. I try to open MSTSC again. Again, MSTSC is blocked. So no matter wherever I try MSTSC opening from, it is blocked because it is defined or an organization level. Now I will try to log off this computer. This was access using MSTSC. Now the last part is I will also show you access through PuTTY. So there is a network admin who says, I was earlier connecting through PuTTY. Right now I also need to connect through PuTTY. So I will write the Bastion IP. Sam Willis, which is my user, normal user. I type the correct credential. It says that I have two servers assigned, which is Linux. I can type 0 for web admin connection to connect to the CentOS, or I can press 1 to connect to the root. So let me connect to the 0. As soon as I type 0 and click enter, let's see what happens. I'm connected. And you can see it is as seamless. It is getting recorded. Everything is getting recorded. Now let me type host name. Let me type, for example, a date command, time command. Now I wish to elevate again. Sudo -i. As soon as I enter this, my session should terminate. Okay. My session is gone. So on execution of malicious pattern, you will automatically be you will not be allowed inside the session. So you will be continuously out, you will be blocked, and there is no way you can get access to the privileged account again. That's where we bring in a lot of control. So this is something which is liked by all of our customers. and it is very important from a stability perspective. Now I will show you the video logs of what we connected to. So let's say we connect as an auditor now to the PAM, and we will review all the logs, the video logs. Okay, let me type the right password. I'm connected. So I go to audit. Current sessions, there are no active sessions right now, so nothing will show. We will go to the session history. Session history, we will go to the first session what we took today, which was this one, which was on around, let's say 12:27. We will start the video logs. So videos are being generated here. So you can use the GUI if you want. Let's say you don't want to wait for the session to be loaded. So you can select the other part. It will still be loading everything. You can go to the Linux access. You can see that Sam Willis accessed this privilege account, and this was the start time, the end time, the total connection time. It says that, it also identifies that restriction pattern detected. I will play the video logs now. So this is the video log. So you see everything I have typed, it is showing you everything, whatever I did on the system. See, closed. So it gives you textual information also along with the results. So you can search commands if you want. This is the metadata of the command. So I typed sudo -i, I typed hostname, I typed ls. All the commands what I have typed, it will give you with the exact time. Now I will go back to the video logs of the Windows, which is more interesting. Okay, so this video is loaded now. If you see now, I will try to play the Windows video. So all actions what I did, if you remember in the notepad, I typed this is a session for ADFC. So this video is moving. You can also generate and download this video out of the Bastion for sending it to your auditor for specific purpose. You can do a fast forward. Let's say I want to go to this specific moment and see what was done. So I can go to that very moment on the video and I can see it. So you can see I've been typing ADFC and ACDF, right? Now what I will do is, if I have a video for 2 hours, I cannot see video for 2 hours, right? That's really boring. So we need something smart called as text-based search. So what I will do here is, this is the metadata of the session. I will just go here, I type ADFC. So let's say I type demo. Okay. So it clearly says at very moment wherein I type demo. See, it also says what I typed inside a notepad without any agent. That's the beauty of the solution. We are not installing any agents, yet we are capturing so detailed data. So you can integrate this log with your SIEM solution, your SIM solution, if you have like a QRadar or a Splunk. Optionally, you can integrate it. You can see live sessions. You can see account history. You have reports like, how many connections are connected by target device, which is the top 5 accounts which are accessed, top 5 connections which are accessed. All these basic things are available. Okay. Now I will just show you the dashboard by connecting in as an administrator. This is web admin login, and we will close the session. If you go here, this is the dashboard wherein you can see live sessions, how many current sessions are going on, the uptime of the system, the CPU utilization, the RAM, the space available. You can do SIM integration, as I told you. You can attach a remote storage for 1 hour logs, for 1 hour active logs of Windows with the best resolution. We give you 60 to 65 MB of logs, which is relatively less because we have applied compression techniques. You can also catch SMTP, SNMP traps by SNMP integration. You can do SMTP integration, which is like sending important alerts and all. So if you have less space on the drive, it records a lot of data, right? So if you have less space on the drive, it will give you an alert through SMTP. uh, you can have complete syslogs integrated with SIEM. So if each and every action which is happening here, it will be completely recorded in my syslogs. You can do password management, which is very important. So if you see, we have many password plugins here like Cisco, Dell, FortiGate, IBM, LDAP, MySQL. That's it from my side from the demo perspective. I expect your questions now. Hello.
Thank you, Danish, for your wonderful demonstration, as usual. We have some questions before going to the conclusion and how can our attendees can follow us and having more information about Wallix and our solution. We have some questions here. From the first one come from Ferdinand Rago.
Okay.
I'm gonna read it quickly.
Sure.
So, how does PAM solution assist with cloud solutions hosted by different vendors? AWS and another droplet in DigitalOcean and another one in Azure.
Okay. So we are readily available as an application in Microsoft Azure or AWS. So you just need to click. You need to download us. You need to search us on the Microsoft Azure cloud, and you just install it. So we are readily available. We are very much compatible. We have already done many deployments in the Middle East on AWS.
Second question, it's about the videos. So how big are the video logs, and in case of several users connecting remotely, how do you address the storage issue? And how long are the video logs stored before being overwritten?
We are a very customized and a flexible solution. So let's say you want 3 months retention. It depends on local compliances. In Middle East or Africa, generally I have seen people follow compliances of 3 months online logs and 6 month offline logs. So I can tell my bastion that as soon as 3 months are there, any other logs apart from last 3 months, move it to an external drive. So I can give automatic instructions to the bastion wherein any other logs except 3 months will be moved outside. With regards to space, as I told you in the demo, for 1 hour active logs for Windows, which is in GUI, okay, with the best resolution, we give you 60 MB of logs. If you have SSH, that is in KBs, like 10 KBs, 15 KBs. So it's drastically less in SSH, but comparatively more in GUI.
Thank you, Danish. I have another question from Becky regarding the cost of solution. Well, actually, there is a cost, of course, but at Wallix we offer the solution for free. It's for free. I'm kidding. Well, basically, it depends. It depends if the customer wants perpetual licenses or subscription model. We can offer either of model licensing, so it depends on the number of users, the features that you want to take, and the number of devices. But just keep in mind that the price and the cost is not an issue, especially with Wallix Bastion, because of our TCO, which is quite good. comparing to our friend from the other vendors.
Yeah, because that's also because we give you operating system and database along with the license. Okay,
Mm.
so for other solutions you have to buy operating system and database separately, which is excluding the license cost. But for us, it is within the license cost.